Hola, hello guys, welcome to the live stream. Happy Thursday, everyone. Okay, give me a second because I'm still getting used to doing this live. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm always getting nervous at the beginning of this. I have no idea why, but here I am. How is everybody doing today? Thank you for the love, support, loyalty, patience. Okay, I think we are good. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Yanil. And as you know, in this channel, my channel, we have real conversation about travel, culture, relationship, now motherhood, and all the other crazy stuff I've been putting and I want to put because this is my channel, my space, and my community. As a Dominican, I have a smart mouth and I will tell you all the little things people usually don't say out loud. And tonight we are going to talk about Dominican women. More specifically, things men should know before dating a Dominican woman. And listen, before people get offended, this is no me saying Dominican women are better than anybody else. This is no me attacking any other culture. This is just my humble opinion, a real observation from my experience and what I've been seeing. All right? Actually, let me know in the chat where are you watching from? And let's get into this. People confuse standards with attitude. And I don't know if you guys hear a lot. Dominican women have a lot of attitude. And let's get started there because this is probably the biggest misunderstanding about us as a Dominican woman. And a lot of people say Dominican women always have a smart mouth. And honestly, sometimes I hear that and I think I just laugh and, roll my eyes. Or maybe I think most of the time she just have standards and you weren't used to that. Because there is a huge difference for me between attitude and self-respect. Huge difference. Dominican woman usually knows what she likes, she knows what she doesn't like, and she knows what she wants. And a lot of men, I think, are not ready for this one, for this type of woman. And Dominican woman will tell you immediately if something feels off. She usually lets you know most part of the time. If you come from a culture where women are expecting to stay quiet, be passive, never question anything, that might feel intimidated, and that's not a Dominican way. But directness is no aggression. Confident to me is no attitude. And boundaries are no disrespect. But hold on a second. I just saw somebody in the Instagram live saying, that sounds scary. See? That right there proves my point. Why is honestly scary? Why is direct communication scary? A lot of people say they want a real woman until they met one. And Dominican woman notice effort. And now let's talk about effort because this one matters to me. If you are dating a Dominican woman, you need to understand this. We notice effort really fast. We notice if you are consistency in the communication with us. We notice if you have intention and good intention. We notice whether your energy match your words, if you just talk, talk, talk. And I think this is where I think Dominican dating culture is very different from other cultures. For example, Modern American dating can feel very casual. Text when you feel like, and then reply 3 days later. And my favorite one, cancel plans last minute. And always keep the themes on the side. Add interest in today, and the next day they distance to the woman they say they really like it. Dominican woman will never deal with that. And for a lot of Dominican women, that's feel very weird. Because where we coming from, if somebody likes you, you usually know. I think the little one is about to wake up. Not because it's perfect or not because nobody play games. That happens a lot, and that's happened everywhere. But efforts tend to be more obviously. Someone asking, so are Dominican women high maintenance? Good question. No, I don't think, not necessarily. Because to me, guys, there is a difference between high maintenance and expecting consistency. Those are not the same thing. And believe me, we notice consistency very fast. And let me be honest about something. Dominican women paying a lot of attention. A lot. We notice patterns, we notice energy, we notice when something feels different, when something feels off. And if you come, for example, you come in the relationship with a strong at the beginning and then it slowly disappear and go in this roller coaster of emotion, trust me, she will notice and she will confront you about right there. She will be noticed that before you even realize you change it. And I think this is why some men think Dominican women's are too intense. And no, we just like to paying attention. We very observe. And honestly, to me, in a relationship, consistency is one of the most attractive themes a person can have. And that's when you came to the passion gets mislabeled. And okay, this one is a big one. And I know that because men, especially forest men, do not understand this one. A lot of people misunderstand passion. In my culture, it's expressive. We express passion, we loudly, we talk with emotion, we care deeply, we react openly, we never stay quiet and holding our feelings. And if you come from a more emotional reserve, like kind of culture, that you can may feel overwhelming dating a Dominican woman. But express does not mean toxic because we label a lot of times as a toxic woman. Passion does not mean unstable. Emotional deep doesn't not mean drama. And sometimes what people call too much is really just emotional. Honestly, they are not used to that. And wait, I just saw someone ask, are Dominican women jealous? Okay, let's talk about that. Very jealous. But I think a lot of people misunderstand this too. Sometimes what gets labeled as a jealousy is really awareness. If something feels like disrespectful, it will probably be addressed. And honestly, clear communication is healthier than fake silence. Because for us, family matters. And this is another huge difference for a lot of Dominican women. Family matters deeply. And if you are from very individualistic culture, this can feel very intense for you. In some places, for example, relationships are viewed almost completely um, like separate your life from family, being very independent, very personal. But in our culture, in the Dominican culture, family connection tends to matters more. Support our system, support the system matters, loyalty matters to us, respect matters a lot to us. And if you are serious about dating someone from that background, understanding that matters will help you learn the culture before you go in there and dating. And that's what I think is make a huge difference between Dominican versus other cultures. And it have to be balanced. And let me tell you this, I'm not saying Dominican dating culture is perfect, because it's not. It's a lot of toxic Dominicans out there, and every culture have its strengths and weakness. American dating can be sometimes or feel sometimes emotional cautious. Dominican dating maybe can be sometimes more fast and emotionally. Some Europe cultures can feel more detached at first, and some Latin cultures can feel more intense from the beginning of the relationship. It's just different styles of connection. And honestly, guys, understanding culture difference can save your relationship, and in my opinion. And let me ask you all something in the chat. Will you date a Dominican woman? And you can be honest. My people in Instagram are on it. I seen a lot of yes. I also saw somebody say only if she likes me back. That's fair enough. So guys, and let's start wrap it up because my little one is about to wake up. If you are thinking about dating a Dominican woman, here is the real advice I will give it to you. Be honest, be consistency, communicate clear, respect the boundaries, and don't mistake a strength for difficulty. Because sometimes the woman people call too much are the simple woman who know what they deserve. And honestly, that's not something to fear. That's something to respect. Don't you think? Well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching, hanging out with me tonight. I actually really enjoyed this conversation. Share this with you. If you want more videos like this about dating, I don't know, about culture, relationship, Dominican versus American difference, I think I can cover that one pretty well because I moved from another country to here to the States, and I'm being married with a person that is not from my culture. He is American and black, which make a huge difference. And I think I have a lot of opinions, different opinions, and view of point that I can help you. I also offer consultation. I do consultation by myself. I do consultation with my husband about dating in the Dominican Republic, about places you can visit out there if you plan to visit, and all of that. Because guys, most part of the time, just focus on a pretty face, a nice body, and when you are about to dating, that you need to, especially outside your culture, you need to pay attention to more than that, those little details about getting impressed by pretty face, um, nice body. You have to understand the background of that woman, where she coming from, if she have any education. Also, what are you, what you have to offer, what can you offer. And that's when you hear a lot of guys always say, oh, they play games, but they know the games most part of the time. And if you come play trying to play games, Trust me, they will play you and they will show you better. And I don't think a lot of guys realize about this. And always be careful, especially if you don't know the language. Be careful what part of the city you are looking today. That's important because that would make a difference how the woman acting, the type of education, the type of manners that lady have, all these things. And I always say to the guys, be careful, don't send any money as soon as you start to talk to this woman. Make sure you know her, and if you are going to meet for the first time, meet in a public space. Don't drink anything. And you guys know I have my husband Fearless, running, Black Man Travels. He is changes his channel direction, and he put a lot of content out there talking about this type of experience. Don't bring nobody to your Airbnb. Don't let nobody alone in your room, even you know that person for a couple months, maybe years. Anything can happen. You may know that woman for 1, 2 years, and you have the wonderful idea to leave her in the room by herself for a couple minutes, and that's time for they maybe stole your things. And you see more that in other countries like Brazil, maybe Colombia, Cuba, then Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic woman will go in front and ask you for money the first time they meet you, and that's it. It's weird if they try to steal things from you or drug you like the women in Colombia tends to do. But be careful, guys. Always is about life experience. Live your best life, and find the right one for you. Keep it in mind if you are playing games and you're going out there for playing games with these ladies, they had feelings too, and karma is a bee, and it could come back always to you. Like life is a boomerang. It always can come back to you, and they can do the same things to you. Not that one that you hurt or played, but another one in the future. But let me know if you have any experience dating a Dominican woman, if she been toxic. And I was only reading the Instagram chat. Sorry about the chat here. I say in YouTube, I will only read the super chat and maybe one or two other comments in the chat. But give me a like. Let me know, give me a feedback. I started doing this live stream by my own, so your feedback would help a lot. I always try address topic people looking for and are interested to. And I already reached out my 11,000 subscribers, so I'm very happy for the support. Thank you for support the channel always, for watch my videos. I know my English is not the best, but you guys stay loyal. And yes, Dominican women can be very toxic. Yes, jealous and toxic, sometimes controlling. If you are not ready for that, then think about date and another culture, because that's where you are going to deal. A person that cares about you, call you all the time, checking on you, want to see you FaceTime, and cares about you. And I think that's very important when you find somebody cares about you and have like a nice intention. Guys, take care of that and appreciate that. Yeah, do that. Do that and don't mess it up. If you don't ready for dating, for marriage, for serious relationship, just open up and say it. I'm here for the fun, and they will understand. If they want to, they will address. If not, they will send you to you know where. But bye guys. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for enjoying this live stream, for being here for me. I appreciate you, and peace. I'm out. Bye.